Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about this book, Data Structures and Algorithms Made Easy by Narasimha Karumanchi. Okay, so I'm not sure about the pronunciation of his last name, but this book has a really good review on Amazon. Okay, that's why I bought this book. But I think I was looking for more of a theoretical side of the concept because I needed those concepts to create YouTube videos. Okay, but the thing is, this book is not suitable for people who are looking for whys and hows of things. That means if you are more into the conceptual like understanding, then this book is not suitable for you. Okay, why is because in this book, what I felt that most of the concepts that are there. So let's say if you are taking any topic, so let's say we have this chapter cues. In this chapter, if you notice, most of the concepts are like, it feels like it is there, but thing is like it is not in depth because I have studied other books as well. So I know like these things are not in depth. And also if you are a beginner, you'll be getting confused because most of the time the author has only gone through the thing in one like, one flow. So it's like, most of the time whenever you have theoretical side of a particular concept, it's kind of like authors revisit those concepts again and again so that it settles in your brain. But here I felt like the author has kind of like written books like the author is creating notes for a specific topic. That means like the topic is not in depth. Most of the concepts are like in bullet points, and it has been left to the reader to kind of like figure out, hey, just just because like you have read the previous notes, that means you should be familiar with this thing as well. Okay, so it's kind of like written like a note. So this is totally not suitable for a beginner who is looking forward to learn data structures and algorithms. But there are a few plus points regarding this book, and let me tell you the plus point. So if you take any particular uh, you know chapter, the author has like covered a lot of problems related to that specific topics. Okay, so for the problem part, I think this book is the best because there are a lot of problems that are there, and the author has also tried to explain those problems using the diagrams and like some theoretical concepts. So I think this is kind of like something that's missing from many books, and that is made available here. So if you are someone who is looking for just problems, then this book is right for you. Because if you know data structures and algorithms beforehand, then this book is best. Okay, because there are a lot of problems, and most of the problems are covered using the diagram and the explanations. So I think that is kind of like great. Now, if you are a beginner who is coming from a different programming language, who is not familiar with C or C++, then this book is not right for you because all the problems are covered in C and C++. So do not buy this book if you are someone who is not familiar with C or C++, because half of the time you will struggle in understanding the syntax and everything. So do not buy this if you are not familiar with C or C++. But if you are someone who is already familiar with C or C++, then this book is the best for you because the problem explanation is also done properly and the implementation part is also done very well. Okay. Now, this is what I wanted to tell you, that this book lacks the theoretical foundation, but it's kind of like covers the problems. So what I felt like, this is kind of like written in a typical Indian approach. So what I mean by that is like most of the Indian textbooks are kind of like written as a pill. So it's kind of like, hey, if you take this medicine, you'll get the cure for the disease. Okay, and it is not like written as if like if you read this book, you will develop the innovative mindset or creative mindset. So this is not there. Okay, so most of the time Indian books are written focusing on a specific outcome, such as you should be able to clear this competition, you should be able to get this thing, you should be able to do this thing. So these like most textbooks are not focused towards the opening of your curiosity or creativity or innovation. So that's what's missing in this book. Okay, so it's kind of like it solves most of the problems for you, but it also ignores the theoretical side of the concepts. Okay, so this is kind of like really something like, I have noticed in various books that are written by Indian authors. Okay, so if your target is to clear a specific competition, a specific, like, if you have specific outcome in mind and that requires only the problems, and if you already know the data structures and algorithms, then this book is best for you. And also at the same time, you should be familiar with C and C++. Then go ahead and buy this book. But for the complete beginners, I would recommend that you should not go for this book at first. Go for a book by Michael T. Goodrich. I'm not sure about the name, but if you search on Google, you will find his name, Michael Goodrich and Michael T. Goodrich. And he has an awesome book which covers all the theoretical concepts, and all the topics that he has covered is in depth, and that will kind of like, explain you the background behind every concept that is there. And once you have read that book, once you have read the books, there are also problems at the end of each chapter, and those problems will challenge you to implement those concepts. Okay, and after that, if you're coming back to this book, then this is going to help you a lot, because most of the thing is, most of the time, like, these things are kind of like written as notes. And once you have already studied the concepts in that book, then these things will be a lot easier for you to understand. And this is where this book shines. That means if you already have the fundamental concepts clear, and if you already know C and C++, then this book is the best for you. Otherwise, I don't think this book is for suitable for beginners. This book is only for people who are like, um, going to like focus on the problems and which are already familiar. Notice here it says concepts, problems, interview questions. So yeah, problems, I would say yes, it is good for problems. Interview questions, yes. But for the concepts, no, this is not suitable for the concepts. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. And if you think that like you have different opinion about this book, please go ahead and comment below. Okay. And that is all. This is my honest review regarding this book. Apart from that, this book was helpful, no doubt, but still not suitable for beginners. That is all for this video. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.